Hi everyone, that's me. That's me holding Scampers, and we're doing things a little bit differently today because I completely did not turn the microphone on because the last thing I was using OBS for was recording non-audio bits for the video for Tutorial Central that I'm releasing momentarily. It is 8:22 a.m. This is Tea Time with the JaKaTaK, and I am drinking burdock tea. Question number one for you. What is the most dirt-like thing you've tasted and or ate? Drank, ate, what have you. What is the most dirt-like thing ever? Because burdock tea, for me, is the most dirt-like thing. I had kava, and that was pretty dirty. That was, like, pretty much dirt. And I've had burdock now after that, and I've decided that burdock tea is totally the dirtiest thing I've ever tasted. Pure dirt, pretty much. But yeah, Scampsy, was biting my hand and letting me know that, hey, it's time to go. I want out. And yeah, so the first time I met Scampers, I was at a friend's house, and Scampers crawled up my arm and bit me in the ear quite ferociously. Scampers did not want to be around me in any way, shape, or form at all. And since then, I've moved in with Scampers. Scampers' owner is now my roommate, and I've been feeding Scampers a little tiny bit of fresh banana, which he loves, every morning. And, now we're friends. Now we're buddies. And that was the very first time, this morning was the very first time that he let me take him out of his cage. And I was like, whoa, this is so cool and interesting. And I wanted to show all of you to meet Scampers, because that was impossible before unless I dragged the computer into the kitchen where Scampers' cage is. But the idea to me about Scampers being in a cage is very interesting to me, because I don't like the idea of birds in cages. I don't really like the idea of domesticated animals in general. Like, some things I feel good about, like the two bearded dragons we have were, they pretty much couldn't survive out in the wild. One of them has a bent spine, and the other one is terrible at eating. I'll probably get clips of that later, but, like, absolutely terrible. The food's right there, and just, like, 8 different tries to try to, like, pick up the food. The immobile food, by the way, just, like, sitting there. Also, the mobile food, not very good at that either. Cricket's just nearly hopeless, and that's Jimothy. That's the one that's, like, totally not has a, L-shaped spine. Should be fine, right? No. Hand-eye coordination, not so good. But in any case, the idea of, like, domesticated animals is sort of weird to me. Because, like, I get it in the beginning, like, horses, we wanted to domesticate them because we need to get shit done. We have cars now. Like, do we really need to be taking animals out of their natural habitats anymore? But, yeah. This is me making mistakes and starting over again. That's when I accidentally reveal my social security number and I realize, oh wait, I can't just tell people on the internet that, and I have to redo it. Great. This is the behind the scenes look at what tea time is. And I said that I wouldn't be editing tea time, but I have this sort of thing where I'm like, oh my god, I have to edit. I made a mistake. I have to edit it right away. In any case, I would be interested. Question number 2, what do you think about domesticated animals? Like, the idea of a bird, specifically. Like, cats and dogs, I can kind of understand, certain, rescues and things like that. But, like, animals that would be totally happy in their natural environment, in the wild, to get brought out of that, to be in a cage in someone's house, How do you feel about that? What do you think? Where does that come from? Why do we still do it? And is it useful? Because I used to believe that I couldn't have a relationship with a bird, but I am beginning to have one, and it's kind of cool, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. So I'd be interested to see, to hear, or to read what all of you think about that. So I suppose we'll call this Dirt and Birds, tea time number 4, and I will hopefully see you again soon.